talk about, you're one of the biggest leaders on my team, by the way, and you're very insightful when it comes to phenomenal products. And so I trust your opinion and your judgment about this. What can you tell me that you have noticed taking the world's first, I call this a mitochondria enhancement technology by Moremito, that what can
All
you
right. Well, thanks again for this interview. Yeah, we connected real quick. I'm like, all right, good. Somebody who likes to, help people actually have some fun with it and not treat it like a job, because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be exciting and fun. So yeah, I saw the Moremito, saw the ingredient list. I've been involved and done everything kind of under the sun. I love playing with natural health products, neuroplasticity enhancement, consciousness enhancement. I do a little bit of a lot of everything. And I had somebody hit me up about the Moremito, and they're like, hey, I got this opportunity, this new product. I'm like, shut up, I don't care. I'm like, I just don't even want to hear about it. I'm busy right now. They're like, no, just check out the ingredients. And they screenshotted me the ingredients. I went, okay, I changed my mind. I'm interested. You're like, I'm real interested now. Let's talk about this. So
what caught you about those ingredients?
Not only that there were 44 of them. I mean, that was a big one, but anybody can slap together, a million ingredients and say, hey, look at this cool thing I made, just because they put 44 ingredients into it. But they're not only all really good ingredients, and specifically for mitochondrial enhancement and cleaning up the reactive oxygen species and just returning the mitochondria back to where they're supposed to be. And many of them have longevity components to them as well. But there's a synergistic component between all of them that if you play with natural health long enough, you're able to go, oh, wait, okay, this pairs really well with this one.
Right.
And what made me extremely excited about it, because I hate companies that release like an energy supplement and they're like, hey, here's a bunch of stimulants. How's this sound? Let's get you addicted. Here's 350 milligrams of caffeine, so
Let's wear out your adrenal glands.
Oh, yeah, it just completely fries your adrenals. So looking at the product, when I took a peek at it, the fact that it wasn't stimulants, it was all support. That was the biggest thing that sold it to me, of going like, okay, this is not only safe, but this is beneficial for you to use every day, versus some of these other ones I've seen that they just loaded up with these stimulants of some kind. It's like,
also the fact it's nanotized also, right, with all these oils too.
Yeah, I was able to visit with the owners and took a look at the guy who formulated it and his credentials. I went, okay, he not only did like all the right ingredients, he did them with the synergistic benefit. He kept out all the stimulants, but then he, the bioavailability being at nano-sized and nanoparticle or particulates. I went, okay, this guy slammed it with this thing.
Right.
So I said, all right, you know what? I'm willing to bite. I'm not going to do anything with it because I don't want to I was convinced already. For me,
that changed quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I was convinced for me anyway. So I said, okay, I ordered it and I overnighted it and I got it the next day. As soon as I took it, within 5 minutes, I went, oh, geez, this stuff is great, because my body temperature went way up. My mental clarity went way up, because I run like 15 different businesses, and I've got 10,000 different hobbies, and I speak, read, and write biblical Greek and Hebrew and Aramaic.
24 hours in a day.
Yeah, there's only like 50 or 100 hours in a day in my world. So usually come like 2 o'clock, I'm like, oh man, you know what? I need some kind of a break. And sometimes I'll play piano, or I've got 200 pounds of quartz crystal singing bowls, and I'll go chill out and do that. And it takes me a little time to be like, okay, I'm calmed down. I can go back to whatever I'm doing. The Moremito, about 5 minutes later, it's like I took an hour nap. I went, okay, my brain doesn't feel fried. My mood is completely shifted. I can feel my mitochondria and energy production going way up. Mm-hmm. And it was just super refreshing to go, sweet. For me, whatever I spend, if you spend, I go through a whole bottle a month. So you spend about $100 for a month on a supplement, but it cuts out. It cut out all these other piles of stuff that I'd have to deal with. And then it's just a pain. And then you forget. And then, it simplified so many things,
right?
But it didn't just cut them out because I don't have any health issues, really. It's just everybody wants more energy. As you start getting up there, you need your mitochondria functioning. You want your mental capacity always up where it's supposed to be. And I love neurohacking and neuroplasticity enhancement and cognitive enhancement. But this one was just 5 minutes into it, bang, my whole mental mood turned around. My brain didn't feel fried, from all the different 50 things that I was doing.
Yep.
And for me, that's extremely important, number one, because then I can go hit the gym in the middle of the day and get back into it because I took some time off. So I'm like, okay, sweet. I'm mentally back ready. I'm not exhausted. I'm ready to go to the gym. And then I just keep dosing it throughout the day. I get done with, being at the office here, doing whatever I'm going to do. Well, I got 4 kids at home that the moment they get home, it's playing daddy, they're just, I get
right?
you, which is awesome. But
you want to feel good for them. You
yeah,
want to feel good for your kids.
But you burn out at the end of the day going like, oh my gosh, now I got to go home. That their energy level's still way up here because all they've been doing is playing all day, and they took naps and whatever else. So
So Adam, you've taken a lot of different products out there. You and I both have been exploring biohacking for quite some time. How do you feel that this product compares to, because it's like you look through all your vitamins that you take in your entire lifetime, you're like, I'm not taking that product anymore. Like it's happened over and over, but I cannot foresee we're also looking for the best things or some things that can replace things that we take in the past. How do you feel like this is right now at the forefront? Would you say this is kind of like the ultimate consumable right now?
Yeah, I've got cupboards full of stuff that I don't really use just because I'm like, it's a pain, the time, the number of them I got to kind of mix together. So this is one of those ones that it's not always at the forefront, but this is going to be at the forefront for a pretty extended period of time because they just nailed it. Mm-hmm. Trying to replace this one supplement is going to be really difficult because of the number of things it does. My wife this is one of the only things that she jumped onto with me being like, hey, I want to be part of this. I want to do something with it because she's just what we call like a low responder.
Oh, okay. Doesn't respond to much at all.
I've had 1,000 different natural health products that she's tried, from essential oils to supplements to adaptogens to everything under the sun. She responds to nothing. But I think it was maybe the same day, next day we took some, and it was pretty brisk outside because we're in Minnesota. Weather was cooling down. We both took some. 5 minutes later, we're both like, ooh, man, I'm warm. And it doesn't feel like a stimulant burnout warm. It was just like my cells are functioning. My metabolism's going up. The stress response.
It's fun to stack. You can stack it with your coffee. I mean, even on alcohol, I had some drinks last night. You just feel like $1 million off of whatever you're doing in life. Well, how do you feel? Let's talk about like the psychology. How has it changed like because you're very conscious, obviously. How has it changed how you think about things? Because we have people, that are quitting smoking weed. They have it has like what can you say about how it has this like inner talk about how you start having realizations on this stuff, almost like a plant-based medicine, like you know what I'm talking about?
Yep. It's just one of the huge things that happens is, mental health awareness is a big one for a lot of people, especially because we got 99% of the population lives in PTSD level stress. And that stress level then destroys your digestion, which destroys your digestive tract, which destroys your immune system, which destroys your mental health, because it's also interconnected with each other. And a huge component of not only the stress component, but the mental health component is, depression is extremely linked to inflammation. In a way, when your mitochondria starts to go down, your brain uses more energy than anything else in the body. And so when your energy levels start dropping, the brain doesn't fire and doesn't work the way it's supposed to. And so I don't really have a problem, I deal with basically anything mentally. I've been through everything. So it's just like, I don't have to like depression or any mental illness. I'm just like, listen, I have been through I was a 300-pound alcoholic for a while with holes in my brain thanks to what's called the military suicide pill Lariam that they put me on. Ooh. So yeah, it's like a fluoroquinolone that literally just eats holes in your brain. So I was all kinds of screwed up.
I've taken 20 different antidepressants also, and this definitely from day one, I have not had a single thought of negativity or depression since then. Not a single one after 20-something antidepressants. But this call is about you, brother. So let's talk about, what about like with strength and stuff like that? What have you noticed like because I'm working out on this stuff and my body's just like, it is really feeling it. How's your physical performance been on this product?
Honestly, I haven't done that much with it. I've just kind of been busy, haven't gotten back into the gym. I actually had a period of time where I had an insanely powerful emotional detox that my entire spine recorrected itself.
On this product?
Not on this product, on one that I specifically made, but we're going to put a boop into that. That's not something I really want to get people into, but it left me bedridden for about 2.5 months this summer because my spine was all crooked and did all this other weird stuff. And when it finally went and straightened to normal, it hurt really, 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 really bad. So I've been just slow coming out of that, of going, I don't want to jump into stuff real hard yet. It was the end of the